The moment Patricia Harlow snatched my ID from my hand, I knew it was going to be one of those afternoons. She held it to the sunlight like a bouncer checking a fake ID, squinting at my perfectly legal driver's license. "Nice try," she sneered. "You're not on our approved resident list. This could be fake." I was standing in my own driveway, groceries melting in the July heat. Behind her, 2 HOA volunteers flanked her like low-budget bodyguards, one in Crocs, the other in tactical cargo shorts. "Ma'am," I said, trying to stay calm. "I moved in last week. Unit 47. "Absolutely not," Patricia interrupted, clutching my ID like a trophy. "You'll need to vacate immediately before I call the real authorities." The irony? I was the real authorities. I'm Robert Mitchell, 55, Director of the State HOA Oversight and Ethics Committee, the department that keeps HOA boards from turning into miniature dictatorships. After my divorce, I moved into Pine Valley Estates, a quiet community that came with one massive problem: its 8-year self-appointed ruler, Patricia Harlow. She introduced herself 2 days after I moved in, clipboard in hand, blazer stiff with self-importance. "Mr. Mitchell, I'm here about your lawn," she said. My lawn. The gradient exceeds community standards. It's at least 5.5%. Regulations state a maximum of 4. She even handed me a brochure titled "Slopes That Keep Us Safe." That was only the beginning. Within a week, I got citations for my trash bins not facing magnetic north, for psychologically aggressive car parking, and for non-seasonal curtains. When I attended an HOA meeting to introduce myself, Patricia stopped me. "You're not verified in our system. Guests aren't allowed to speak." "I live here, Said." Anyone can say that. The breaking point came when she blocked my mailbox with cones, claiming I wasn't residentially verified. For 3 days I had to pick up mail at the post office. Then came the ID incident, Patricia grabbing it from me, declaring she'd scan it for security, while her Crocs-clad deputy waved a barcode scanner like a toy gun. "Definitely unauthorized," he said. So I recorded her. "For the record," I said, "you're confiscating my ID because your personal database doesn't recognize me?" "Exactly," she said proudly. I smiled. "Fine. Keep it. I'll file a formal complaint." "With who?" She laughed. "The HOA complaint box? EntitledPeople." She had no idea the complaint would go straight to my own office. That night, I logged onto our internal system and filed a report under Article 19B, Misappropriation of Resident Identification and Abuse of Authority. That triggers an automatic investigation. Meanwhile, Patricia doubled down, posting no trespassing signs on my lawn and hosting a community safety meeting to discuss the stranger in Unit 47. 48 hours later, 3 state investigators arrived at the next HLA meeting. I sat quietly in the back. "Good evening," said Diane Chun, the lead investigator. "We're here regarding multiple governance violations. This meeting is now under official review." Patricia's clipboard slipped from her hands. "There must be some mistake." "For starters," Diane said, "confiscating a resident's ID is a federal offense." I stood. "Actually, I'd like my ID back now." Patricia blinked. "You're Robert Mitchell," Diane cut in. "Director of the State HOA Oversight and Ethics Committee." You could have heard a pin drop. What followed was brutal. The investigators found that Patricia had been inventing fines, including aura-based parking and spiritual lawn maintenance. She'd even created a WhatsApp group called Enforcement Eagles where she mocked residents' violations. One woman was fined $300 for having aggressively cheerful garden gnomes. The financial audit uncovered misuse of funds for cruises, personal security cameras, and motivational posters for Patricia's home office. The fake resident verification database her volunteers claimed to use? It didn't exist. At the emergency hearing, Diane announced, "Pine Valley Estates HOA is in violation of 37 state regulations. Effective immediately, the current board is dissolved." Patricia sprang up. "You can't do this. I kept this place safe from chaos." "You ran it like a private kingdom," Diane replied. Then came the hammer: "You are permanently banned from serving on any HOA board. You owe $47,000 in fines for misuse of funds and false authority. Identity theft charges are being referred to the district attorney." Patricia went pale. $47,000? Plus up to 3 years in jail, Diane added. The room burst into applause. Residents cheered.